My name is Megan Riley. I'm a speech-language pathologist working at Functional Speech Therapy in Fox River Grove in Illinois. In this video, I'll be talking about the skills a speech-language pathologist looks for in 2-year-old children. The areas I'll be covering are receptive language, or understanding, expressive language, or the child sharing their message, articulation, the physical ability to make speech sounds, play skills, and feeding. Additionally, a lot of development happens between 24 and 36 months, so I'll be breaking down the areas into younger and older 2-year-olds. Now, I will be talking about what most typically developing children should be able to do when they are 2. If your child is not doing one of these things, that does not necessarily mean that they need services. However, if you're noticing a pattern of things your child is not able to do, it may be time to reach out to an SLP. Let's start with receptive language, or your child's ability to understand others and the world around them. For younger 2-year-olds, we would expect them to point to objects in books when you ask, know a couple of their body parts, follow one-step directions like roll the ball, and recognize how others are feeling. For example, if someone is crying, your child knows that they are sad. For children who are getting closer to 3, we expect them to follow 2-step directions, like get the spoon and put it on the table. We also want them demonstrating understanding of opposites, any new words, the function of objects, location words, and common action words. Additionally, we want them discriminating objects by their characteristics. For example, a child can hand you the small blue car instead of the big orange car. Moving on to expressive language, or the way that your child is communicating their wants, needs, and ideas. We expect younger 2-year-olds to have a vocabulary of 50 words or more and be putting 2 words together, like want toy or mommy book. We want them learning and using new words quickly, and then using those singled and paired words to command, indicate possession, express problems, ask for help, and gain attention. We also want to see them asking simple questions like, what's that? Who's that? Where's Kitty? And then seeing them participate in conversational back and forth for a limited number of turns. Once they get a few months older, expectations include having a word for just about everything, talking about things even if they can't see them, combining 2 and 3 words, asking why questions, providing additional information to increase understanding, and conversely asking for clarification when they don't understand something. We expect them to respond to greetings, use plurals, and say their name when asked. On to speech, or the physical ability to produce words. When a child turns 2, it's still typical for them to confuse some sounds or not produce sounds accurately every time. The first sounds we expect a child to master are P, B, M, H, and W. By 3 years, we also want them saying N, T, D, K, G, and F in their words. It is also still typical for a 2-year-old to demonstrate patterns to simplify their speech, called phonological processes. Another measure of a child's speech is their intelligibility, or the percentage of words that adults can understand. At 24 months, family members should be able to understand 50 to 75% of what their child says. By 36 months, it's expected that those numbers increase to 75 to 100% for family members. Now, a quick note about speech sound development. This is the one area where bilingual kids may have slight differences. Although being raised in a bilingual household does not cause language or speech delays, the order that they learn speech sounds may be slightly different. Moving on to play skills. It's expected that a 2-year-old can show daily routine schemes in play, attempt to fix broken toys, and show preference for the toys they're playing with. Once the child gets closer to 3, we expect them to show both common and daily routines in play, talk during play when they're around others, share toys when prompted, and play with dolls or action figures as playmates, for example, serving fake food to their toys. You should also start seeing some pretend or imaginative play. This is when a stick can be anything from a sword to a magic wand to a road. Lastly, I want to touch on feeding. By the time a child turns 2, we are expecting them to meet all of their nutritional needs by eating a well-balanced diet. They should be able to feed themselves using their fingers and a spoon. And when they're 2, it's also time for them to start to learn how to use a fork as well. Additionally, we want them drinking out of open cups. No more bottles. Again, these are the expectations for what professionals like speech language pathologists are looking for in your child. However, every child's development will be slightly different. After listening to this information, if you believe your child is maybe not where they should be, it may be time to reach out to your doctor or an SLP. Thanks for watching.